from the material you have. For example, if you go to the Olympic Games, okay, then you may have those to see some of the sportsmen, for example, maybe about cycling. Okay. So you may know who is the best sportsman, who is the best sportswoman, and you may want to collect the data. For example, their weight, and then from which country, or maybe what type of food, how the portion of the food they eat every day, and then how they how long they practice every day. This is all the data you collect. Okay, so for year 7 we have learned this, which is a primary data and the secondary data. The primary means that you go to collect by yourself, you ask by yourself, and measure by yourself. Whereas the secondary data is the data that you get it free of your own. How to say? It's not you to get the data, but it is gathered by other people. You just refer to it, which is a secondary data. Okay, this is maybe a thesis or a report from other people's. Okay, but today we are looking data in the different dimension, which is from the quantitative data and the qualitative data. This is the two different things. Okay, so we are looking at this perspective. Okay, so for the quantitative is from the word quantity. Okay, whereas the other one is about quality. Okay, quantity means that's how many. Quality means does this is quality. Okay, so for the quantity we have two. For yesterday, year 7, we only learned about discrete. Discrete is sometimes we may describe this one as a whole number, integer, which is the number is certain. For example, you have one handphone, one smartphone. You have one, you can count something. I have 2 smartphones, you have 3 smartphones. Okay, 1, 2, 3. For example, I have 10 apples, so I count from 1 to 10. This is the apple. Okay, when I count 1, 2, 3, this is counting. This is the value is certain. You cannot have 1.235 apples. You cannot have 2.345 apples. You only have 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, so this is when you do counting. And on the other thing is the shoe size. If you go to buy the shoes, you only have certain shoe size. You know, can you see? For example, in UK, you have the shoes about 3.5, and then 4, and then 4.5. Okay, this is the thing that you can find. Okay, there will be no in between one. Okay, for example, you don't have the 3 and 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. You cannot have this size of the shoes. So this is called the quantitative data of the discrete data. And then we have another one, continuous one. Okay, continuous as compared to the discrete, which is you have the certain value. This is any value. Any means that, for example, this is a pen. This is a pencil. This is a pencil. Okay. If my ruler can measure up to this one, then I know that this is about from one, two, three, and 3 point. Oh, this is hard, right? Oh, cannot see here. Let's see. Let's see. If I enlarge, then they will be more fine already. Okay. So this is the thing. If you have the ruler of to measure 1, 2, 3, 4, then you may say this is 4 cm. But if my ruler saying that I can measure up to this one, then you know this is 4.2 cm. So if I enlarge some more, oh, cannot see already. Wait, everything's gone. Okay. My purpose is that. Okay, let me draw properly. Let's do this one. So if I only use this one, I only use the ruler of this. So if my ruler says this, if my ruler say that this is 1 cm, no, I don't do this. If saying that this is about, for example, let me do more accurately. Oh, sorry. This is 1 cm, this is 2 cm, this is 3 cm, and this is 4 cm, for example. If my ruler says that this is 1 cm, this is 2 cm, and then this is 3 cm, and then this is this is 4 cm, then you think this is 4 cm, agree or not? But if I say if, okay, so I need to draw a line for that I can erase that's not the black line, okay? But if have a more accurate ruler, then suddenly we know that when they open out big enough, this is not reach 4 cm. This might be something here. Oh, sorry. This one might be something in front. Can you see there's a gap here? There is something missing here. Okay. So if this one might be, this length may be less than 4 cm. Okay, this is the idea. Okay. So when you have this one, if I can get a better, with more accuracy, it may show that maybe this is 5 and then this is about, maybe this is about 3.9. But when I enlarge it again, okay, let's see. Let me try to enlarge this again. For example, this is 9. Okay, when I opened up the thing more high, okay, for example, if this is 9, then we may say that, oh my goodness, this is not at 9. Oh, sorry. I should move a little bit. And then this is notch at 9. Okay. So if I try to make it bigger, and then we might know that this is actually more than half. So this one must be 3.97. 3.975. Can you see? So that means that every time we can open down our to make it a small measurement. So this will be further and further. It can get smaller and smaller. So this is what we call it okay, any value. Okay, and then this value only limited, only will be limited by the accuracy of the instrument. So this instrument. Okay, next we will be learning about method of collection. So we have method of collection. Okay, so we have some method of collection, which is questionnaire, or you call data collection sheet. You use the paper to ask the question and record the answer. And next will be interview. Interview is you go to face with the person and then talk to him. Okay, talk to her. Okay, and lastly is secondary, which is you can get the data from the book or internet. Okay, so we need to consider which one we want to apply. Okay, it depends on the next one, which is the sample size. You need to look at the class. If you want to find the favorite food of the class, the method is different as you use for the population of the school, because the school have more population as compared to the class. And what about your town? Maybe your town is about 30,000 residents. So if you want to find out everyone, what should you do? Or maybe it's a country. Maybe your country is a small country. You have only about 5 million, 4 million. Or you have the large country. You may have 300 million. Yes, the method will be different. Okay, so if you are going to ask everybody of the certain group, which is the entire group, every member, then it's called a population. And then if you cannot do with the whole population, then you may go for the sample group, which is a selected group from a large group. The large group means that the population, that means the target group. Okay, so then we draw some valid conclusion from the data. Okay, the next, after we consider what method we want to do, and then considering the sample size, lastly it will be the degree of accuracy. Okay, for example, if you like to measure about the height of the year 8 student, okay, do you want to go for meter, cm, or mm? Yeah, depends on which one you want to go, right? Or maybe micrometer, 0.00. Oh, so small, right? Okay. So it depends. It depends on what you want to do. Okay. For example, if you want to measure the waist measurement, okay, do you want to go to the micrometer, nanometer, or you want to measure the heat measurement? Do you use a kilometer? Okay, then the question you always ask, a bundle of water. So should you do in cm square, cm cube, or meter cube? Yeah, this is a thing that you need to always make your own judgment. Okay, accordingly to the question. Okay, a cup of water is around 300 ml. What about the sea? It's the seaside, and let's see water. So we may think this in our geography and science class. Okay. And then we shall go to the next one, which is a two-way table. Okay, this is the important thing for us to learn this one today. So sometimes we do table only one way, but this time we need to learn from two-way. Two-way means what? Two-way means that in your class, you may have you may have female and male. Okay, for example, this is female, and then this is male student. Okay, so the female student, you have one girl, okay, wearing, oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and then I have 4, 5. This is no grasses. Okay, but these 3 will be with or wear glasses. Whereas the boy will be this one, wear glasses. And then you also have 2, which is not wear glasses, no glasses. So to organize this in a chart, you can do this. You can do this way. So we can build a graph. Okay, look like this. Okay. So we may have 2. And then this one also be divided into 2. And then you have this one. Okay, this is female. This is male. Then you have the wear glasses. Does not wear glasses. Then you have the total here. Okay. So now the wear glasses female, we have 3. 1, 2, 3. So I should put 3 here inside. 1, 2, 3. This is a 3. The female do not wear is 2. So I have 2 here. So a total of 5. Okay. So for the male, it's only 1. So you have only 1 here. So these 3 plus 1. So the total student in the class who wear the glasses will be 4 here. And then for the male without glasses, also 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. And then the male student actually have 1 and 2. So you have 3 students. So can you see? If you add up from this side and add up from this side, the answer is also 8. So this is so-called the two-way. Okay, yesterday we have learned about frequency table. So this is a year 7 thing, so I will not go through into that. Okay. And yesterday also we learned about average and range and mode. So for that purpose, we were not going in also, but we are going to discuss about the best average. Okay. In our syllabus, we know that the average are being grouped into three. You have 3 different average. Okay. Number 1 is mean. Mean is a thing that we usually use for the average in our daily life. The next one will be the, actually we have 4 types. Another one is range. Okay, mean, median, and mode. Okay, there are some pros and cons for each one. Okay, for the mean, the advantages is they use all. Okay, the pros. The pros is this one, the good one. The pros one is use all data. Calculated the exactly calculated the exactly things. Okay. Number 3, understandable by people. Okay, when we talk about average, then we talk about mean, then we know this is related to the average. But there's some not good also, which is here. It is hard to calculate among all, among the other 4. Okay, and then another one. Okay, will be distorted by extreme value. This is the bad thing. That means that within the group, if all is only 1, okay, we have five data, 5 data. The other 4 is 1, but the number 5 is 100. If you do this one, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, okay, plus 21. Since we have 5, so divide by 5, so the answer will become like 5, which is this 5 is not, cannot represent the 4 1, and also is quite far from the 21. What about 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 and then plus 95, 96 divided by 5, and then this will be even worse. The answer will be 20. 20 doesn't close to 1 and not close to the 96 either, right? So this is the weakness of this thing. And then there's one bad thing also here. Okay, let me make it smaller. Okay, and then the other thing is that give decimal, right? Give decimals, answer, and for the group data, it is only an estimate. Okay, this is the good and bad of this mean. When we go to medium is quite easy, right? The good is easy. especially when this one in order. Okay, in order, that means already from the smallest to the largest for you. And then one good thing is not, yes, as compared to the mean, not affected by extreme value. Okay, for example, the case just now, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, no, it's not plus. This is comma. 1, comma, 1, comma, 1, comma, 1, comma, and then we have 96. So the middle one will be this one, will be the middle one will be always this one. So the medium is 1, and this is close to the majority of the data. But there are also some drawback for this, okay? Which means that not using all the data value. Can get a decimal as well when you need to divide into 2. Same thing for the group data. It is only an estimation. Okay, the mode is easy, slightly easy. Not affected. Not affected. Same thing, by extreme values. Then the answer itself is always always the possible value. Okay, if that is the answer for mode, and then the answer is surely from the data itself. This is good, This is useful for manufacturer. For example, shoes. Then, if the manufacturer knows which is the most size, the size that actually people needs, then they can produce more for that particular size, which is the mode. Same thing. The drawback will be same things here. Not all data. And then the thing will be may not have it. Sometimes the data is the same, they don't have the mode. Or sometimes several mode. Or it cannot be used when it happens that they have an unusual pattern. Lastly, this one. If this is a group 1, we only can give you the model group and not the the mode, exact mode. Okay, lastly, the range is same thing, is easy. This is easy and useful when do comparing. Can you see? That means for me, the range from here to here. For you, the range from here to here. Then we can compare. Some drawback or the disadvantages will be can be distorted by extreme. Number two, not all data use. So this is about the average. Average. Okay, and then today this is Mr. Handy Clement. Okay, if you like to have a range of notes, always look for the different colorful notes. Okay, find there. Okay, so this is around for today's class. Okay, so let me recall for this. Okay, we have know that actually we have the data which is called quantitative and the other one is qualitative. So we have two types of the quantitative, which is the discrete and continuous. And then we go to the method of collection data and to consider the sample size and the degree of accuracy that we need. And then we have the two-way table that this is different from what we have done last year. Now we have two row, okay, and the two column, and then we have both sides have total. Okay, this is a new type. I just use as very easy as an example. You may get this you may take this as a starting point and do your own research with the articles and some exercise book, and let me know if you face any problem, a question. I can try to show you for that to solve that particular problem. Okay, and if you would like to help us, always share and like us to your friends so that we can get motivated and do more and do better. So lastly, it's about four types of average, which is the mean, median, mode, and range. The mean is the actually what we use in normal life about average, okay? And this is understandable. And then we learn about median.